Hey guys, welcome to Christine Randomly Remembers, and today we're talking about the show Joy Junction. Joy Junction aired in the late 80s, early 90s, and I remember watching this as a kid on the Trinity Broadcasting Network. Many of you may not remember this game show because, well, there's not a lot of information out there about it. There is only one episode on YouTube and random clips of the creepy ventriloquist, and believe me, there's a reason why. But we'll get to that later. Today we're going to look at the one and only episode that's on YouTube about anger.
Guys, help me out.
And believe me, after having to watch this show multiple times and finding out the deep dark secret of this game show, I became more angry. And if you're thinking to yourself, wow, that theme song sounds familiar but in a disco form, you're absolutely right. This is the disco version of Joy to the World by Three Dog Night. They did, however, change the lyrics of the song to include the title of the game show, which is cheesy and pathetic. We are then introduced to our cast of characters, including a random sheriff, a creepy painter, some lady that sings, that creepy ventriloquist I mentioned earlier, and some girl who's probably forced to be on the show. Sheriff Don is the host of Joy Junction and mostly shot through this gazebo, which is in the way in the middle of your set. So we are reminded that the theme of this game show particularly is about anger, and this painter guy cannot explain what the hell anger is. So, of course, Don gets this random guy to explain it to him through a dictionary.
Let's see, what's it say? Okay, it says a strong feeling excited by a real or supposed injury, often accompanied by...
Then, of course, Sheriff Don decides to repeat what this guy just said because he doesn't think that this guy actually knew what the hell he was talking about. We are then introduced to our first two contestants, who were probably forced to do this by their parents.
And you kind of decide, pick a winner, will you? Do you think it's going to be the blue team today or the red team?
This girl looks like she doesn't want to give this creepy sheriff too much information about herself.
Ruskin Christian.
Where's that located? What's
None of your damn business.
Ruskin.
Ruskin teachers over there?
My God, that's creepy. I mean, this guy just forces her to agree with him.
Right. All right. And
This girl looks just as creeped out.
And how old are you, Stacy?
11.
And what grade are you in?
6.
Though this
your
girl
favorite
does
subject
not
in
get
school?
forced to agree with
Yeah.
Sheriff Don
Yeah,
about something, she does get a creepier response when answering her question.
Horses. Do you own your own horse? You need. I'm going to have to get to know you better. I like riding.
He wants to get to know her better. How fucking creepy.
Function today.
We are then told about the prizes. A lame shirt
Today's winners will receive
and a bunch of cheap-looking watches with the Joy Junction logo on it.
Actually, you stay on this side.
The first game is introduced as spell out the verse with paper towel that has writing on it.
This roll of paper towels. I want you to tear off just one
I
at a
get you're
time.
trying to be a
Hang them on
fun
the board
family
there. See
show,
what it's gonna
but you
say.
could be a
wanna get
little
them
more
all first?
creative.
Is who's gonna get it?
Oh, the thrill of girls putting together sentences with paper towels.
Come on.
Does that girl think C is an actual English word?
All right, time. All right. And ready?
Each person is trying to accumulate points for their represented team, either blue or red.
And it says, it is better to have self-control than to control an army. And that's found in the Bible in Proverbs 16:32.
Hey, Sheriff
Hi,
Don.
Professor.
You know, we talk about anger today.
Oh boy, here comes another creep.
Here is going to demonstrate anger. You know, I have a person sitting here, okay?
Okay, that's it. Well,
It's a
it looks
person.
like a person.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like a
it
person.
really
and
does.
and what I'm
Okay.
going to do is I'm going to take some anger here.
Uh-huh.
I got some anger here. See?
Man, this guy sounds just like Herb from Family Guy.
Hope you don't find the money strapped to my thigh.
Smells like something else, but you're calling that anger.
So this creep professor is trying to explain with baking soda and vinegar how anger explodes out of Mrs. Butterworth's head.
What happens?
Okay, what happened? I see.
She must be pissed that Mrs. Butterworth did not sponsor this show.
That's what happens with people. They get
Then Sheriff Don introduces the singer, Now, I'm going to be editing this because the singing goes on and on and on. Believe me, you do not want to hear this song. Not that she's a bad singer, but this song, I feel like, goes on for 5 minutes. What kid wants to hear a 5-minute song when this is supposed to be a game show? Now here's a non-funny sketch including that girl that was forced to be on this show, pretending to be an old lady, still mad at her brother for breaking a toy 81 years ago.
Well, because how am I supposed to know?
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear you. You're
I
angry.
love how no kid is
Ma'am,
laughing. She was truly the Amanda Bynes of the 80s.
What do you what do you call? All right,
Another sketch? Come on! This is supposed to be a game show, not sketch, 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 game, sketch, singing, sketch, game, sketch, sketch, sketch.
Controls his temper because he knows that anger causes mistakes. And see,
The town drunk is trying to explain why he used a remote control car to run over Sheriff Don.
you know, the Bible talks
He
about
basically
being
is saying
angry.
that he can control his anger like he can control the remote control car. Okay, that's the theme, we get it. But this just goes on and on and on and on. Can we please get to the games already? We are finally introduced to the next two contestants who are more willing not to give too much information to this creep.
And your last name?
Vittles.
My God, this guy is asking for kids' last names? Not cool.
What's your name?
Sean Busby.
And
This
Sean,
kid looks like he studies the Bible in his free
give us the name of
time.
your school again.
So you may be thinking to yourself, what can possibly top the paper towel sentence game? Well, how about pouring soda into cups blindfolded? Isn't that exciting, kids? I'm pretty sure Pepsi didn't sponsor this show. I mean, you have game shows like Legends of the Hidden Temple that use their surroundings to make an awesome and interactive game. Nope, not here in Joy Junction. We gotta pour you some soda, gotta blindfold you, all that fun shit.
He's going to toughen it up some by blindfolding on your mark. Get set, go. All right, let's cheer them on, teams. Which team's going to get it?
Oh boy, the kids can't see. The kid opened the soda. Oh no, they can't pour it into their cup. Oh no, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They better pour it. I'm not gonna lie, this would probably be an awesome drinking game. The kid with the glasses wins this round. Hooray. It's time to see what the Joy Junction version of Bob Ross is up to.
Well, see, I asked Professor to loan me a piece of
How
string
many
because
fucking
the
sketches
would
can you have in
represent
this
the
show?
end of
I
the fuse.
swear.
You know what I'm saying? Not for sure.
But of course, instead of making a happy tree, this douche makes a fucking bomb.
And
This is my current expression right now. So Sheriff Don decides to get this place lit already.
Professor's on it.
Oh, woo, it's good we stopped that.
Man, it would have been so cool if this drawing caught on fire.
Right, though.
All right.
Then Sheriff Don tells the kids in the audience to join their cult, I mean club.
To write to us here at Joy Junction because we have something neat we would really like to mail to.
I do not want to receive anything in the mail by you.
It has several pages to it.
I guess
On
the
last
kids get
page,
7 lessons and they get a
just write
lame-ass
down before you forget.
certificate for it.
Now, let's
Sheriff Don, I don't know
Oh,
if you
hell
realize
no.
this or
I
not, but
hate
money
ventriloquists.
outfunctions.
That's a terrific
And this guy
idea.
isn't even trying with his
Sheriff Don, we
voice
had
of
a
the
really
dummy.
good one this past week. It was about Naaman.
What was that again?
About Naaman.
Then the
Yes,
creepy
that was a good
ventriloquist
story. No
goes
Martin
on
Luther
about
King
Naaman.
admired Naaman because he was the commander-in-chief
How
of the
many
army, and
stories
he had
and
led their
sketches
army
do
in
you
many
have to
victories, but
emphasize your
Naaman did
anger
have a
theme?
problem.
My
Yes,
goodness,
he had
there's
leprosy,
only been
and that
2
was a
games
terrible,
played in this
terrible disease
game
back then,
show.
and there was no cure for it. That's right, Marty. But in the meantime, the prophet
And I
Elijah
can't
had heard about
emphasize the
Naaman's
creepiness
problem,
of this
and he invited
ventriloquist
Naaman to
enough,
come
and
to his
believe
house
me,
so that
by
the
the end of
wartime
this you'll
healing.
see why.
So Naaman got
We finally get to the last game in this
Each
game
correct
show.
answer that you might give this time, this round is worth 10 points.
The
so
2
either team
contestants
can
sit
still
in
win.
this
You
small-ass
think you know the
car
answer,
and
you push
answer
the button.
trivia
Strong or
questions
false?
about the
As our
Bible.
light lights up, we'll give you opportunity to answer the question. If you're right, it's worth 10 points. Be thinking. Here we go. First question. Cain became very angry.
Wait
at
a
his
minute.
brother
We
Abel
never learned
because
about
God
Cain in any of
sent
those
God
sketches and
answer if you
songs
don't
and
know.
sketches
When
and
you are
sketches and
angry,
sketches.
Ephesians 4:27
The
says,
only people
"You
who
give
would
a
know
mighty
this are people
foothold
that go to
the
church on a regular basis.
D,
And what if you never
E,
went to church before this?
V,
Then you have a serious
went down under
disadvantage.
50 to 40.
Oh,
Here's
the
our last
thrill
question.
of
Never forget
answering
this.
trivia
Cain got angry
questions.
at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and
We
put them
never
in
learned
what?
about this either.
Fiery furnace. You are right. 10 more points for the red side.
The
but our
fiery
final
furnace
score,
is where this
60
game
to
show
40. Red side
belongs.
is the winner. Let's hear it for the
And
red
that's
side.
when this kid realized he won a shitty watch.
All right. I hope you learned a
And
lot
then
about
Sheriff Don
anger
gives us
today.
one last
You're
look at
deeply
anger.
Angry at sin and mad enough at the devil to stay away from him. That's good, but never be
That's right,
angry
kids. Get
at
pissed at the
friends or
devil.
family or
Get
those
pissed!
around us.
And then all the kids get up to meet the stars of the game show. Either that or else they had to really go to the bathroom because they had to sit through sketch after sketch after sketch after sketch game and singing and sketch. Well, you remember how I mentioned the creepy ventriloquist. Well, there's a reason why I kept saying creepy ventriloquist. See, the ventriloquist had a secret that would get him arrested years later.
Man for possessing child pornography and conspiring to kidnap
Ew.
a child. They say he was a puppeteer who performed for children in the Bay Area. News Channel 8.
Ronald Brown was arrested in 2012 for possession of child pornography and also fantasizing about cannibalism
Graphic
with
online
children.
chats with Brown
Jesus.
about kidnapping, sexually abusing, and eating children.
Even one of his neighbors was not surprised by this arrest
Brown.
and even made sure his granddaughter
error as
didn't
it
go
was
over
about
there.
that you could just feel wasn't right. Right off the bat, why you want to talk to an 11-year-old?
So I can see why there isn't much about this show. I'm sure people involved want to forget that a pedophile was on their show.
And Sean,
Let me know in the comments below if you remember this game show or remember any random game shows from the 90s and 80s you want me to discuss. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon.
Really good one this past week. It was a
do you know what the Bible